Do you feel at office no value for your work, no recognition? Then this is the right video you should watch and multiply your value with the approach suggested in this video. Let us start. Welcome to our Career Connects. Recognition is very important. First, we should understand why recognition is required. Recognition is very much required for any individual for his personal growth and particularly his career growth. Successful people invest. The secret of successful people is they invest their time or additional time and their efforts where it matters the most. That is how they create value to their work. Here I am going to explain you the areas where you should focus and invest your time and effort. That is how you can create value to your work. And not only value for your work, but also you can be able to create value for your presence. Let us start. So, first, you should acquire complete knowledge of your entire process, understand your role entirely. And you should also understand the upstream of the activities and downstream of the activities. What I mean to say, upstream and downstream. So, how the information flows from your team, that is raw data, that is the data, somehow you get it, that is helpful to process further, you or your team. So the upstream is the team from where you get the data. You need to understand what are the controls, how the data is flowing to your team or to you to meet your responsibilities. And downstream means once you finish your activities, the data flows to other teams and other stakeholders. So what is the how they are using your data? That is also you need to understand. Once you acquire complete understanding of your role, knowledge of your activities and upstream and downstream, then you become a subject matter expert. You will be an expert in your domain. That is how you can create value. Whenever any issue or problems comes, management and leadership approaches you to resolve that. And with this domain knowledge, you can be able to standardize and streamline the process as well in your role. So this is the first area you should focus, and you can be able to create value for your work. And next, major learning cycle or major learning process. So any learning cycle or learning process comes in the form of either improvement, standardization, or transformations, transition, or automation. Each one of these has a big learning cycle. That means each one of the above mentioned requires number of steps. They are setting up a goal, preparation of action plan, complete dedication of your time, lot of teamwork, coordination with different teams, lot of communication, issues handling, etc. etc. So many activities. So every learning cycle comes all these activities, and if you come across all these and learning, that means if you participate very actively in such a learning cycle, then you will get recognized at management and leadership level, because these are the major projects. And then you will have a major learning process, and that is how by actively participating you can create value for your work and your presence. And third area is organizational initiatives. Every company has a responsibility for CSR activities. So that is how they conduct organizational initiatives. If you actively participate in the organizational initiatives, those kind of organizational initiatives, then that is a good opportunity for you to interact with leaders directly and to interact with different teams. That is how you can create visibility by actively participating, and you can have the interaction with different leaders directly. Otherwise, it is very impossible to reach out to leaders and speak to them. So, this organizational initiatives, this is one great area for you to create value by actively participating. Here, I do mention one point. Some people are involved in one or the other activities, either learning cycle or organizational initiatives, but they do participate just like any another activity, and they do it like as a to-do list without getting any learning or without getting engaged with the activity. So that kind of approach uh, will not create any value for them. They just do it as any other activity, as they are doing in to-do list, daily routine. But if you actively participate and engage with the learning process and engage in the organizational initiatives very actively, then you will be able to create value. Hope you understand. These are the three areas. Whenever you get such opportunity, please engage and find additional time and put all your efforts and creativity and actively participate. That is how you can multiply your value by participating more and more learning process or learning opportunities and more these organizational initiatives. I strongly believe one thing: every person can have a successful career by following certain approaches, because I am the person who struggled in my earlier career, and later on, after going through different books and after working with different leaders, I understand everyone has the capability to grow up in the ladder, career ladder. So if you like this video, please share with all your friends and hit like button. Thank you.